Wherever you're buying your clothes, you have to be very careful. I know things are so hard that a lot of people cannot afford to buy a brand new clothes. Majority of us will want to buy your clothes from a second-hand clothing section. There's nothing really bad there, but the only thing is that you got to be very careful. Like when you are buying clothes from just buying a second-hand clothing, I will advise you to always pray over the cloth or over the clothes that you buy from there. There's a reason for that because you don't really know who used those clothes. You don't know who wore them. You don't know anything about those clothes. And for the fact that they are not brand new makes it like a little creepy. When I had my first child, when he was just a year plus, I was, yeah, he was, yeah, a year plus. And at that time, I was pregnant with the second one. So I remember I went to the second-hand clothing section and I bought some clothes for him, nightwears. And there's this nightwear that I love so much. I love this clothing, a red in color. It was just like it was his pajamas, but it was an overall. Like whenever he wears this clothes, he will look like a teddy bear, and I love it so much. But I noticed something. Whenever he puts on that cloth, he won't be able to sleep. Like he'll be awake, looking around like someone who is so scared, and sometimes he'll keep on crying. At first I thought that the cloth wasn't comfortable, but when I checked the cloth, it was so comfortable. It was smooth on the skin. And if I pull off that cloth and wear him something else, he will sleep off. But whenever I put on that cloth on him, he'll keep on looking around, feeling scared, like he won't want to let me go. He will hold me so close to himself, he will hold me so tight, and he will be looking around at that age. So one night, I wore him that cloth, and in the middle of the night, I woke up because I wanted to go and urinate. I went inside the toilet, and after urinating, the moment I opened the door to come out, I saw my baby standing at the door, looking at me with his eyes wide open. He wasn't saying anything. I held him and was calling on him like I called him and I was asking him what's the matter. He kept on looking backwards with his eyes wide open, like someone that was so scared. So I carried him to my mom's bedroom because then I was still in school and I was staying at my parents' house. So I went to my mom's bedroom and I told my mom that I've noticed something about my son, concerning the clothes that he normally wears. And I always wear him that clothes because I loved that clothes so much. So after telling my mom the whole story, my mom told me to pull off that clothes from his body, put on something else, and that by the following morning that I should take the clothes outside and burn them. And I did exactly as my mom said, and everything stopped. When he wants to sleep, he will lie down on the bed and he will sleep off. Whether I was there or not, he will sleep off. So after everything happened, my sister came back one day and told me of a movie that was just released, as at that time in the US. And that movie was based on a true life story about a doll that was possessed by an evil spirit. Okay, and she told me that I'm gonna love that movie when I watch it. So I asked her to put the movie for me. When she put the movie and I started watching, what did I see? I saw exactly that overall that my son wears to bed. That was exactly the same thing that the doll was wearing. And that overall was made for every doll that was made at that time. It's not chalky. I know you are gonna have chalky in mind, but it's not chalky. The overall was red in color. It's a PJ for the doll, but it was made generally for that doll at that moment. Every doll that was made by that company, they made that overall for them. Exactly, there was no difference. Like there was no difference. And that movie was based on a true life story about the doll that was possessed. Okay, and this doll was owned by a little girl, and the parents of the girl equally bought the same clothes, of the same thing that the doll was wearing. They bought it for their daughter. So I really can tell if all the dolls in the movie, maybe in reality, if all of them were possessed, I really don't know. But the moment I saw that overall, I told my sister what has been happening to my son. And ever since I burnt that overall, the whole thing stopped. And because of that experience, I had to minimize the way I patronize the secondhand clothing. And I just remember that right now, and I want to let you know. Whenever you buy clothes from this secondhand clothing, because you do not really know who wore that clothes, please be careful. Pray over the clothes so that they can completely and fully be yours, spiritually and physically. So it's time to bed. I just gave us a bedtime story. Good night.